We all have seen a protest over unemployment in India. But what if I tell you that there are jobs, but you are not able to get it? Now we know we're trying to be a spokesperson of a government by hiding a fact that somewhere government is also lacking in creating jobs. But the question of employability of Indians is really important. A very good morning to one and all present here. I am Aditya Vilankar. Today here to give you a short analysis on why unemployability is a major issue than unemployment in India. But why Indians are unemployable? We have a golden ticket of a bus which went to the job market, our degrees. But now Westwell ticket lead not to the job market, rather to the prolonged waiting room of a professional contemplation. Cause in today's era, just degrees are not enough. You also need to acquire skills along with it. And that's what being an Achilles heel for India since years, as we have neglected skilling for so long. Thus, according to UNDP, only 1 out of 5 laborers in India are skilled one, and India stands at the rank of 132nd in terms of human development. Now, first thank for this goes to our education system, which focus only on 2 attributes, 75% attendance and marks, resulting into over 40% of graduates are unemployable. Despite having a third largest force of engineers, 80% of them are also unemployable. And now let's shift towards intangible job market, embracing digital era. So in one of Mann Ki Baat, our Honorable Prime Minister outlines India's ambition of achieving $1 trillion digital economy. However, let's not bury our heads in the sand when 60% of Indians lack basic computer skills. 73% of our youth struggle with a basic email proficiency, and mere 3% are acquainted with the programming or coding. And these aren't any survey numbers, but data from our own Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation. Now you might wonder, when all the Indian drama revolves around the script of unemployment, how suddenly this unemployability sneaks in like a Abbas Mastan twist. Actually, it plays a main role, cause it harms economy on a multiple level. It causes unemployment through the mismatch between skills demanded by job market and skills acquired by an individual. In economic terminology, it's called structural unemployment. Then it bridges the labor market friction by hindering the supply of skilled employees, which affect the firm's productivity and indirectly the aggregate productivity of a nation. Now, for this formidable conundrum, what steps we have taken yet? So in 2015, our government launched Skill India Mission, aspiring to skill over 40 crore of a youth by 2022. With sub-schemes like Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, National Policy for Skill Development and Entrepreneurship, also provided skill loans up to 1.5 lakh for attending various skilling programs. Then Sankalp, PM Yuva, Swayam, which offers numerous free certificate courses, and the recent one is our new education policy, which is like a shifting from a 90s Nokia to latest iPhone, finally ditching the Macaulay snake game of turning students into bookworm. Cause policy focus on those skills which are required to conquer the contemporary job market. But while investigating, I found the mission is somewhere failing to meet this expectation. Cause government lacks one thing here that, as being a commerce student, I perceive: a promotion, creating awareness among the people about a product. And I have an evidence for it. The World Economic Forum published one article, namely Young India and Work, which highlighted 70% of India's youth is unaware about any kind of skilling programs offered by government. But it's not only government's fault, na? As a youth of this nation, do we ever go for something extra? Or we are just running in a rat race of degrees? I am not demeaning degrees, but we should try not to be just another brick in a wall. Look, for the development, every nation needs resources, money, material and all. But out of them, the human resource is the most essential. We have countries like Congo, Tanzania, which are flourishing with natural endowments, still the poorest one. Then we have Japan, which literally imports every natural resource, still the third largest economy in the world. That's what a competent and skilled human resource can do for a country. And I hope the young India is now realizing it. So in the spirit of a Republic Day, let's imbibe our Honorable Constitution's Article 51A, Clause J, striving excellence in all sphere, and let's lead globe as a competent and skilled Indian. Thank you, Jai Hind, and Happy Republic Day to you all.